everybody, Soul here, and today we're going to be playing some LifeGen, because I'm bored and have nothing else to do. I've already got the clan going, Fawn Clan, and we're going to go with Hornet Kit, which is a honest female kitten with good direction. She kind of looks like a tortie, but I'm not really sure. You can't really tell until they're apprentices. Well, you can look on the little widget of all their information, but like right here you can't really tell. Either way, she's really cute. So we're gonna go with her. There's not much to say about Fawn Clan yet. I can't really think of any like clan lore to go with them, other than like jokingly they all have some sort of spotting, even if it's just like a tabby cat has some spotting under her eyes or something. But that's literally the only thing I can really think of. Their Fawn Camp, this is pretty much just going to be a normal playthrough. I can't think of any lore. If you can think of any lore or anything you want me to add, hopefully we'll get some more information um, as we look through the existing clan. I did go with a small clan just to kind of start us out. Hopefully we'll have some good cats in the start. But for now, let's go. Oh, I totally forgot you could read their name. I'm gonna keep Hornet Kit just because that's a really cute name in my opinion, and I feel like I don't see it enough. Maybe I'm just not in the right areas, but this always mesmerizes me. Look at how gorgeous this art is. Whoever made it is honestly so good. So skilled. I'm like mesmerized by all the art that we see on these in this game. I could never. Um, I want to go for either plains or forest territory, because fawn, deer. I guess deer won't really be in the plains. Unless you're talking about, like, gazelle. Let's see. Mm. You know what? I'm gonna go with the lakeside, because all these, like, fallen trees kind of look like antlers. So maybe that could be part of, like, the story. Maybe the clan was took up area because it looked like a giant buck had like passed away or something. I'm not really sure. But these kind of look like antlers, so I'm going to go with that. Is it a poor reason? Yes. Ooh, pretty. Again, so breathtaking by all the art. I really love that. I kind of want to make it into a background, but I will not. Okay, so we're going to go with the lakeside. And here, so far, is what we have. Oh my gosh, this is one of the other kits I was kind of fighting on if I wanted to. It was between her and Hornet Kit. I'm so glad we still get to see her. So pretty. She's almost about to be an apprentice next moon. Primrose Leaf and then Prim Kit. Um, so I like doing this. I don't know about anybody else. The kits that exist, I sometimes like pairing, or even like the apprentices. I sometimes like pairing them with adults. Like if they look like they could be related. So I'll wait until I take a look at their history, but I might go and make Primkit and Primrose Leaf um, mother and daughter, simply because they look so much alike. But then also, it's like maybe she named Primkit after herself. So, I'm gonna take a look and see what we got. And I'm also very pleased to see spotted here, spotted there, speckled, spotted. I'm not sure about that one. But there's a lot of spotted. And I know originally I did make it a joke, but maybe that's just a thing. All Fawn Clan cats have some sort of spotting. Okay, so for our leader we have Shivering Star, male, silver speckled, long fur, 9 lives, flamboyant, eloquent speaker, proficient tracker, competent clan founder. Let's take a see at their. Take a look, not take a see. Take a look at the relationships. So far, I've pretty much only really gotten like pretty neutral standing with everyone. I think only once there was like an automatic dislike, and that never amounted to anything. But as it stands, it looks like Shivering Star is also pretty much meh. Doesn't really care too much about anyone in particular. Shivering Star is one of the founding members of the clan that either did not have a mentor or the mentor is unknown. Okay. Spring Lion, that's a really cute name. Is hoping Shivering Star notices their improvement. Male. Okay, it says he has a rosette pattern, which is another spotted pattern, but he's like white, which obviously just means like the white is over top the rosettes. That is so interesting and hilarious. Because we've got more spotting in Fawn Clan. Deputy, reserved, efficient. I don't know what that word is. Aficionado? Aficionado. Proficient, clan founder. Spring Lion was originally a member of another clan, but decided to leave to help create a clan of their own where they could have more influence. That is very interesting. Gonna keep my eye on you. And not just because my icon is a white lion and you have lion in your name and you happen to be white. That might be a part of it, but it's not the sole reason. Take a look at his relationships. Again, pretty neutral, which is what I was expecting. Maybe has like a little bit more interest in Heather Jumble than anyone. Oh no, try Flicker too. But yeah, pretty neutral. Now onto the medicine cats. We've got Pear Nest, weird name. Speaking of names, I'm pretty much just gonna leave all names as it is. The only time I will change a name is if a litter of kits has a prefix that's the same. Like if we have 2 fire kits at the same time, or 2 fire paws at the same time or something, then I will change the younger one's name. Simply so we don't have too much copying and it'll be easier to keep track of everyone. So, other than that, I'm not going to mess with any of the names. Even if Hornet Kit, whenever they become a warrior or queen or whatever, I'm pretty much just gonna randomize her kit's names just to kind of keep an even playing field and like just let the game go. Okay, Paraness is wondering if they would be a good swimmer. Female, classic, calm, fast runner, brave, pathfinder, frogpaw. I think it's interesting to have like a fast runner title because it's like if there was a war, she could like zip between injured cats, and that's kind of hilarious to think about it. Like, not that there's like a war, but Just her zipping between people like, oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a peek at what pretty much platonic. Oh. So we have a little bit of romantic like for Spring Lion and a dislike for Fogpaw. Isn't Fogpaw your apprentice? Is Fogpaw like giving you crud because you have a crush on the deputy? Because I can see that being a thing. I mean, I'm sorry, Paraness, but he doesn't really care too much. One more thing. For now, I'm not going to let um, medicine cats have kits or mates. Personally, it doesn't really bother me, but for the lore for now, or not lore, but for like to keep in with what we have so far, I'm pretty much just gonna leave it. If you guys want me to change it, then I can change it. I'll change it to where a medicine cat can have kits and a mate, or have kits if there is another medicine cat that is all fully. If there's another medicine cat that's fully trained. So, like, if Fogpaw becomes a full medicine cat, then maybe I will take off the toggles to allow her to have kits. But as it stands now, no kits for her, even though she has a crush on Spring Lion. Paranest was exiled from their original clan for breaking the warrior code and decided to help found a clan for a shot at redemption. So maybe Spring Lion and Paranest were from the same clan, and that's why she has a crush on him. And her breaking the warrior code is her crush and interest in him. And she, like, followed him to Fawn Clan. I think that's just what I'm going to go with for now, since we don't have much more intel. I am glad we do get a little bit of history, other than just, like, this cat popped into existence. So we are given a little bit of history, even if it really is just Blank was one of the founding members of the clan. On to Fogpaw. Fogpaw is honestly really cute. I like this little moon shape that she has. And then her little raccoon tail. She's really cute. Anyway, female, 2-color, short, flamboyant, good mediator, and a good storyteller. That's hilarious to me. Don't know why. Cat toggle, prevent kits. History. Fogpaw was originally a member of another clan, but decided to leave, create a clan of their own where they could have more influence. That is honestly interesting. And a very small... let me take a look at their relationships. Because with her having the same intro as Spring Lion, not Prim Lion, Spring Lion, for a second I kind of wanted to make them related, especially since she's got the white bits. But I think I'm going to hold off on that. If you want me to do that, tell me. And we can always change it later. So long as she, like, doesn't develop a crush on him or something. I do want to take a look. Because Paranest did not like Fogpaw. And given Paranest's interest in Spring Lion, it could be like, oh, she doesn't like his original kit because since Fogpaw just doesn't seem to care, like, doesn't hate her or anything. She likes her a bit, but she like dislikes her own apprentice and given her crush on Spring Lion. And Spring Lion and Fogpaw having the same like entry, I kind of want to do that. I don't know. You guys, if you have any like opinion, tell me how you feel about it, and I can always change it later. But you can always go back. Like you can set even full-grown cats. You can give like see you can give them adoptive parents already. So I can always go at any time and make Fogpaw um Spring Lion's kit. So just tell me what you think about that part. On to Primrose Leaf. Tries to set a good example for younger cats, senior adults, short. Oh, she's marbled instead of spotted. It is kind of hard to tell. Yeah, you can see better here. But she still looks a lot like Primkit. And it's that whole primrose part that just makes me feel like they are related. Pretty much neutral all across the board. Yeah. Like I said, I don't really expect much from the relationships. Was originally reluctant to help found Fawn Clan, but decided to join after Ripple Whisker convinced them. So we gotta see Ripple Whisker, see what that's about. Ripple Whisker's the spotted one. Ooh. Sorry, I just got some ideas. My voice is screwed up. But I'll come back to her after I take a look at Primkit. Ripple Whisker is offering cats their experience on perplexing situations. Senior adult, 99, Bengal, pale blue, charismatic. Oh, did I ever look at what she was? A nervous, trusted advisor, good swimmer. Yeah. Now we're back to him. Charismatic, good singer, and fish catcher. This is the second good singer that we've gotten. So maybe it's just a very musical clan as well. It was originally a rogue, but was recruited to help found the clan. And that. So they must have been rogues together. That's cute. Pretty neutral all the way across the board. Gribble Whisker just kind of seems like the dude. Like the older big brother type, which I find cute. Ah, it was just a lighter pixel. I thought he had like a white ear tip, and I was like, I've never seen that before in a pattern. Condor Shimmer, another spotty. Yay. Is offering young cats their experience on perplexing situations. Warrior, he's almost about to become a senior adult. Got a lot of seniors. Careful, dog whisperer, good singer, another good singer. Little kitty cat choir. Oh my gosh, I just pictured that. It's so cute. Pretty neutral. Tay has a liking to Fogpaw. For the sake of my mental well-being, it's going to stay platonic because no. The only time I'm gonna step in with mates is if I think the age gap is too big, and even then it's mostly going to be if like this guy has a crush on someone that is Fogpaw's age, or like right after she becomes an adult, because then that's weird. If it's like a 93-moon old male who just gets a crush on like a 20-moon old female or something, or vice versa, then I'm gonna leave it alone because they're adults and I don't care. Condor Shimmer was exiled from their original clan for breaking the warrior code and decided to help found the clan for a shot at redemption. What did you do, sir? What did you do? Is it the Dark Forest thing? I've totally forgotten to take a peek at their faiths, so I'm gonna go back across and take a look. So this is gonna be interesting. I haven't really done anything yet with the faiths. Casual indifference, listens to stories. So pretty much everyone is just kind of like, yeah, StarClan exists, but meh. Oh, Chai Flicker, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on you. This cat feels understood by the Dark Forest in ways they never have by their clanmates. One thing I'm also gonna keep an eye on is if Hornet Kit gets mentored to someone with a very high Dark Forest affinity, she immediately has a Dark Forest. Sorry, I just got a phone call. What was I saying? Anyway, if Hornet Paw is mentored by somebody with a high Dark Forest thingy or a Dark Forest affinity, she automatically, um, I'll automatically change her over to a Dark Forest Efficient or whatever it is, because mentors do have a effect on their apprentices. So if it's not automatically changed, then I'll change it. Shy Flicker was sent by the leader of Drift Clan to gather secrets and intel on the newly formed clan. That is interesting. It's something I gotta keep an eye on now. So, Tri-Flicker does not like Ripple Whisker, but that's pretty much it. Pretty neutral about everybody else except Ripple Whisker, and I wonder if Ripple Whisker maybe, like, has an inkling. And maybe that's why he doesn't like it, or maybe if Ripple Whisker just accidentally gets in his way on stuff. Yeah, because Ripple Whisker doesn't really dislike him or like him either way. So, I wonder what that's about. Something I gotta keep an eye on. Heather Jumble, cute name. Male, classic, learner of lore, meek learner of lore. Wants to know Primrose Leaf better. That's cute. Pretty neutral. Yeah. Heather Jumble received a prophecy that the creation of Fawn Clan would lead to the downfall of the territories and came to stop it from happening. And yet you're part of the clan, so like what changed? No, there's a neutral and faith as well. That's also interesting. I wonder if this like really affects anything. Like if this makes Heather Jumble like less proficient in like patrols or something. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. Was born into the clan where they currently reside. Yeah. So because they were just born in the clan, I'm going to set Primrose Leaf as her parent. And they're also Bengal. I'm going to keep an eye on the relationship between Primrose Leaf and Ripple Whisker. And if they develop something romantically, I'm gonna say Ripple Whisker is Prim Kit's dad. And even then, it's a possibility he is like her actual dad, even now. Cause like some people will get together just to have a kid and then be done with it, which is fine in my opinion. So, but because she looks so much like Primrose Leaf, but is Bengal like Ripple Whisker. Like I know this is not how cat genetics work, but it's also kind of a crazy coincidence also. So I'm going to keep an eye on those two, but I am going to make Ripple Whisker her dad. As it stands now, like if they don't get together, maybe Primleaf Rose or Primrose Leaf, gosh darn it. Maybe as it stands, oh my god. As it stands now, maybe she just wanted kits, and because they're friends, he agreed to sire them. If something more grows between them, awesome. If not, let friends have kids, I guess. I think it's interesting that both Kit and Mom are both nervous, but then Prim Kit is nervous and never sits still. Pretty neutral all the way across. Very interesting in this little dynamic growing. I already checked that. And you're a baby, so you don't have a faith. Nutkit was born in the clan they currently reside. Oh, it's another Torty. She looks like a dilute. Is it dilute or dilute? Either way. Nervous, active imagination. Why are the kids so nervous? I hope this last kid isn't nervous. Like, and more neutral, which you are a kid, so you would be neutral. Nutkit doesn't really look like anybody, so I'm gonna leave it for now. And they also have no relation to Ravenkit. It does say she was born into the clan, so maybe her parent or parents had her and then passed away in childbirth, which is a possibility. Just to kind of explain why she does not have any like lookalikes or parents. Because I do try to pair up kits when they look like someone. Or you could like rationalize, oh hey, this kit is related, blah blah blah. But if it's not possible, it's not possible. It's just something I try to do to make it feel more cohesive and integrated. Raven Kit had their shape teasingly compared to a moss ball. A smoke, sweet, oddly observant. So at least we have one kit that's not nervous. Yeah. Nothing really interesting in relationships. Was born into the clan they currently reside. Yeah. She also does not really look like anyone. No, wait. That was the wrong. She also does not really look like anybody. So we're going to, again, say her parent or parents just have passed away since she's been born, even though she's only a moon. So the only one with confirmed parents is her. Let's take a look at the allegiances real quick. There's a lot of Toms. Hornet Kit's not born yet, but she's included in the allegiances, which I find hilarious. Let's take a look at our dead. We've got Wish Swoop, guiding the cats of Fawn Clan, Cobalt, Sokoke, I don't know how to say that. Insecure, Good Hunter, Competent, Star Clan Medicine Cat, Nobody in the Unknown Residence, Stempaw is going to be our Dark Forest guide, Male, Adolescent, Dark Safari. Oh my goodness. Okay, Random Lord nobody cares about. For failing to fulfill a prophecy. No wonder he's bitter. Like, all he did was not. And he's cowardly. Connection to Starkland. No wonder he's bitter. Like, if all he did was not be able to fulfill a prophecy, like, that's messed up. Like, maybe it was important, but even then, all he did was not fulfill a prophecy. Do you have a family tree? No. I think it's interesting that he's also a whatever that word is. And also brown, like this one, with blue eyes. Oh my goodness. What if they're like twin brothers? Oh, what's your history? But peacefully surrounded by loved ones. What if, like, they were brothers? Because they do look a lot alike. Literally. Dark blue, they're a little brown. The Sokoke, or Sokoke, I don't know. Also brown, cobalt, which is not dark blue, but still blue. So what if they were like brothers? Like, I find that interesting. Twins on different sides. Is there anybody outside the clan yet? No. Take a look at the camp, see where everybody is, hanging out. Oh, one more thing. One thing I'm going to do is if there's no queens in the well, after a cat gives birth, I'm not going to do it with Primrose Leaf because Primkit is 5 moons at this point. But after a cat gives birth, one of the parents is probably the one that birthed them is going to be temporarily reassigned as a queen and is just going to stay there with the as the queen or as a queen. They're pretty much just going to stay there as a queen until the kits become an apprentice, and then they'll be turned back into a warrior or a mediator or whatever they were before. The only one I'm not going to do this is if the one who gave birth is the deputy, in which case the other parent will be the queen, like will take over the queen duties. And then also with Shivering, and also with the leader. So if Shivering Star, even though he's a male, let's just like say Shivering Star is a female, she gave birth, she would stay the leader, and then whoever the parent was would become the queen, or whoever was the second parent would become the queen. Um, just so the kids do have a parent with them. And it also lets us interact with what kids there are there. Let's go on a quick patrol. Just sending these guys out together. With New Leaf comes the opportunity to scout out Fawn Clan's territory and find where Mullen might be growing this year with Fogpaw. Running, exploring, mediating, storytelling, calm, and flamboyant. So we're gonna proceed. I want to try to proceed as much as possible, but I am gonna look at the skills and traits and kind of see where um try to act like if one is careful and they're on like the edge of a cliff, we're not gonna proceed. But if one is excitable or flamboyant, then yeah, they're gonna proceed on the cliff. It's hard to identify mullein when it's small, but Pear Nest finds a plant or two and rips down their central stalks, showing Fogpaw how to carry them back to camp to trim the leaves off later. Mullein was gathered. Patrol again. I don't really like sending solo patrols, so there's always going to be at least 2 cats to a patrol. And I will probably just randomize it. Primrose Leaf wanders past an old badger set in the roots of a hazelnut tree, only to freeze. There's a new scent here. Acidic and sour. I know that's not acidic. I don't know what it says. I'm not even going to try. Lore keeping, advising, swimming, meek, and nervous. Yeah. See, because they're meek and nervous, I don't think they would check it out, so do not proceed. Surely it must be nothing. Uneasily, the patrol continues on. So that's pretty much just what I was talking about. Just um, depending on what the traits are, they will proceed or not proceed accordingly. And I'm also going to try and keep, unless it's an apprentice or I specifically need food or herbs, well, herbs don't really count, or they specifically need food or training for apprentices, I'm pretty much just going to random patrol every time, unless I like mess up on accident. Spring Lion calls the patrol to them, explaining their plan. An abandoned tuning nest has been spotted on the territory by the border patrols, brimming with rats. It would be the perfect place for some new leaf hunting. Skills, language, singing, speaking, tracking, efficient, careful, flamboyant, and reserved. I think they'll proceed on that. One's reserved, one's flamboyant, and one's careful. If I remember right, it was Shivering Star who was flamboyant, so they're going to proceed. Springlion leads the cats to the abandoned two-leg nest, but the cats search and search, and all they can find were abandoned rat nests. Springlion is scolded for wasting the patrol's valuable time. Very small amount of prey was brought back to camp. Dang. To be fair, the rats were there, Shivering Star. They just, moved on. And then for these last two, Ripple Whisker suggests they might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Chive Flicker. Swimming, singing, fishing, cold, charismatic. That is a hilarious matchup. Proceed. It's really nice to just get out of camp and train, to have the space to focus and a good training partner to work on things with. That's cute. Friendship is budding. You'll notice that I'll save a lot, and that's because at one point, I forgot to save for 3 moons, and my game like forced shut down for whatever reason. So now I'm like very particular about it. So if you see me save a bunch, that's why. Again, the art is so beautiful and breathtaking. For the time being, we don't need a lot of food. We might need herbs. Like, let's get like the herb store up. So we're going to change the focus to herb gathering. And we're going to time skip one moon. Yay! Little Hornet Kit has been born. Even though you were found alone with Beetle Kit and Thicket Kit, you, Hornet Kit, are never alone anymore. The clan has become your family. Their warm purrs and soft furs offering the comfort you once lacked. Their tales of the great warriors and clan history fill your dreams, a reminder of the strength and resilience that now flows in your veins. That is adorable. So she, with her siblings, were left alone on clan territory, basically, and the other cats took them in. I'm going to start up and go up, or start down here and go up. With the additional focus of the clan, 6 herbs were gathered. Awesome. That's what I was hoping for. Condor Shimmer was attacked by a group of rats. They managed to fight them off, but didn't escape unscathed. So I wonder if Condor Shimmer went back to that Two Legs nest alone to see if maybe they came back, but then was injured because there were so many. Oh, I don't want to read the whole thing. Who is spreading rumors about a brand new apprentice? I'm just gonna do a quick sweep through. But I really am mostly just going to focus on Hornet Kit, and then whatever the little family that I messed up was with. Hornet Kit is talking to Ripple Whisker, low positive effect. Ripple Whisker mews congratulations to Hornet Kit for a job well done. So that it's interesting that Ripple Whisker is showing an interest in kits. Not like a bad interesting, but like interesting. Surprising Condor Shimmer, the first thing that Primpaw does after their apprentice ceremony is gather moss just to make sure everyone has a fresh bedding. I cannot speak. I have one language and I can't even speak that. Inspired by Fog Paw's hard work, Pear Nest names them a Fog Echo and welcomes them as a full medicine cat. Cute. So this is the adult Fog Echo. Playing a prank. Why are you playing a prank on this woman? Rude. I wish we could get a better look at the tail, though. Because her tail has such cute ripples along them. So I wish it was facing the other way so we could see the stripes better. So cute as a baby. There's the injured one. Huh, I don't see Primpaw. Oh well, let's take a look at everyone. Wondering if kitty pet life is so bad. Feels overworked. Is exploring a hidden trail. Is playing a prank on Primrose Leaf. Thinks Springlion is doing a great job as deputy. Is singing a lullaby to the kids. That is adorable. Is chiding a young cat for being so reckless. Regrets not eating the bird on the fresh kill pile earlier. Tries to set a good example for younger cats. Has been training very hard recently. Hopes there is enough fresh kill for every cat. Is trying to growl menacingly. Head empty. Rude. Beetle Kit snuggles up to the belly of Fern. Thicket Kit snuggles up to the belly of Fern. So Fern must be their parents. So this must have been like before they passed away. It's interesting that he's showing so much interest in kits, though. I was right, Torty. Um, kind of want to make him a queen, like temporary to take care of him. But, yeah. The kids have no reason to talk to anybody yet, like at all. If Ripple Whisker keeps showing attention to the nursery in general, I might make him the adoptive dad of these guys, since he's the only one that has like any interest in them. But for the time being, pretty much just gonna leave them. Who knows how the kittens are getting milk? Let's do a quick patrol and be on our way. Okay, your mentor is down, so we're going to give you the spring line for the time being and go on first training mission. The patrol wants to hold a training session for Primpaw. They decide to focus on tree climbing. Efficient, running, innovating, aloof, nervous. Proceed. Primpaw listens carefully as the proper techniques of tree climbing are explained. You know, I said I don't really like sending patrols alone. It's different when they're medicine cats. Worried about their stores of burdock and anticipating the plant's new leaf growth, Fog Echo heads out to replenish the clan's stocks. Maybe they're just coming down with a runny nose, but Fog Echo can't manage to sniff out any burdock, and it feels like a wasted afternoon. Dang. Anyway, medicine cats are different because they're I don't want to say just gathering plants, but since medicine cats can pretty much do whatever in terms of clan borders and are usually safe, unless it's like a high stress time or there's an apprentice, I'm pretty much gonna let medicine cats do what they want. Like go on solo patrols. As Pair Nest pads through Fawn Clan territory, they feel a presence join them. So they're calm, so we're going to proceed. With a respectful nod, Pair Nest pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the Star Clan cat. Time and Poppy were gathered. So maybe the Star Clan cat just wanted to be like, yo, there's herbs this way. Go on patrol. As the patrol gathers together to train under Shivering Star's leadership, Flicker admits they think they had a vision from Star Clan last night. Lore keeping, swimming, speaking. Meek, cold, flamboyant. I'm going to proceed. Flicker notice Shivering Star look at them enviously, so Flicker withdraws from the rest of the patrol and dismisses the dream as unimportant. Shivering Star, you're kind of a jerk. As the patrol wanders through a damp, dripping world, their claws clogged with mud, Ripple Whisker turns around to find Primrose Leaf is missing. Oh no. It's not ideal. Ripple Whisker apologizes as they were too caught up in assessing the prey levels in the sheltered groups of aspens and hadn't realized the patrol moved on, but all is forgiven easily with the discovery of such a great hunting spot. In terms of speaking to clanmates, pretty much the kits are only going to speak to um cats who I feel like logically they would talk to, like other kits, and if there's a nursery queen, or even Ripple Whisker, since he seems so enamored with the kits. Maybe he just wants to be like a dad or something. I don't know. But so like Hornet Kit would have no real reason to speak with Chai Flicker, really. So she's not gonna just like go there and start up a conversation at random. But then with like Nutkit, for example, they're both kits, even if Nutkit is older. So it's reasonable to think, oh hey, we're all nursery babies, might as well have a convo. Time skip one move. You play hide and seek with Spring Lion and you find such a good hiding spot that the clan starts to worry you've gone missing. When you spring out of your spot, you're scolded despite insisting that it was Spring Lion's idea to play hide and seek. Spring Lion. How dare you? How dare you? Nutkit plays a game of Moss Ball but seems to pointedly exclude you. Nutkit's kind of a jerk. You follow the warriors with your eyes as they leave for patrol. You can't wait for your turn to explore beyond camp. Nutkit beckons you out of the nursery one morning to play a game of Moss Ball. The game ends in your victory. So I'm assuming I'm assuming this happened before this, but it might be the other way around. So either you can look at it as Nutkit didn't want her to play, but then was scolded, so was like, okay, fine, I guess you can play. Or they had played Moss Ball before, and Nutkit was mad that Hornet Kit won, and then excluded her later. So I don't know how you want to look at it, but that's the only idea that I have. With the additional focus, the clan, 6 herbs were gathered. Ripple Whisker has a wonderful idea for decorating Raven Kit's nest. Raven Kit wakes up in the middle of the night with bamboo brushing their face. Despite the slight spook it gave Raven Kit, they mewed to Ripple Whisker in the morning as a thank you for the cool surprise. Beetle Kit is just too cute. Condor Shimmer gives them a pretty cardinal feather as a gift. Nutkit has gotten a runny nose. Maybe that's what you get for being mean. Bogeko talks as they apply a strange paste to Condor Shimmer's rat bite and tells them that because it's becoming infected, this will be a daily routine. Ravenkit tough is faced with a tough decision and wonders what Shivering Star would do. Grandpa finds a book. Oh, this is the relationships. You are jealous of a baby? Okay, so Primrose Leaf is also like paying a bit of attention to Hornet Kit's siblings. So if this continues, I might put them as the adoptive parents. But then Ripple Whisker in general just seems like to really love playing with the kits. So it might just be that. Hornet Kit helps Beetle Kit pick burrs out of their fur. Shivering Star and Hornet Kit have a long discussion about goals and aspirations, and find that they both have a lot in common. 1-month-old child, Shivering Star. 1-month-old child. What kind of goals do you guys share? Shivering Star is checking on Hornet Kit. Pear Nest doesn't understand why Hornet Kit is being so rude. Chai Flicker heard an ugly rumor about Hornet Kit. Who's spreading rumors about kittens? Like, what? Wonder what the trees smell like in the other clan's territories. Plans a morning hunt before spending time with Condor Shimmer. Is looking forward to the half moon meeting. Is giving some advice to Primpaw. Keeps checking their nest for burrs. And because I want to be messy, nope, they're still normal friends. Okay, so he has a crush on Pear Nest. And Pear Nest also has a crush on him. But she also still has a crush on Spring Lion. So I think... Ouch. I think maybe their breaking of the warrior code was like a romantic thing. But that's more of... I guess that's more of a medicine cat thing than it is... warrior code. But either way, sings a tune to remind themselves what they're doing. Wonders how Primpaw's doing, offering young cats their experience on perplexing situations. Feels nervous about an upcoming assessment. Still nervous, never sits still, always curious. Cute. Dreams about being a warrior. Nervous, active imagination. By being nervous, you're kind of mean. Is extra fluffy today. I don't know what that means, but I agree. Dreams about being a warrior. Is regretting eating the bug that they caught. Beetle Kit. I know your name is Beetle Kit. But Beetle Kit is sweet and enjoys digging, and apparently eats bugs. We've got more spots. Chats with Pear Nest about what it's like to be a medicine cat. Know-it-all looks for trinkets. Super cute. And more female kits. They have all females in terms of kits. It's hilarious. I wonder... Yeah. I was wondering if maybe they would say, like, who's taking care of the kits in Queen. But I guess if none of the cats actively have a kid, I guess it's not, like, written down. So, okay, let's talk to our siblings. Beetle Kit first. Hornet Kit, hi, I have a question for you if you don't mind answering. I worked really hard and weaved flowers into Primrose Leaf's nest, but I'm worried they won't like it. I don't want to make them sad. Can you take a look at it? I don't mind undoing it all if it makes them happier. Beetle Kit, you are a gem. I just noticed that Hornet Kit and Beetle Kit are both bugs, but then you have Thicket Kit, and I hate it when that happens. When there's something of a naming theme and then one cat isn't, like, doesn't have that naming theme. Thicket Kit and Beetle Kit are comparing the size of their paws. Mine are bigger, mine are totally bigger than yours, hee hee. Yeah, sounds like a kid. What's also funny is spotted, spotted, no spots. And then they're also the kit without a bug name. But I'm not going to be messing with any of the names. Like I said, unless we've got a copy of a name, we're not going to change it. Primpot and Primrose don't really count because it's Prim and then Primrose. So they're similar, but you can tell the difference. But like if we had two Hornet kits, then yeah, I'm changing it. Let's talk to the other kits. Hey, do you know how to befriend birds? Why? Because everyone deserves friends, even birds. Raven Kit's smart. Are you trying to befriend birds because your name is Raven Kit? Let's talk to Nut Kit. You don't think I'm annoying, do you? What is this, a weird dating sim? Um, since Ripple Whisker is spending so much time with the kids, I'm gonna have Hornet Kit talk to him. Hey there, little Hornet Kit. You've got quite the spark in those eyes. You remind me of me when I was your age, destined for greatness, I can tell. So that accomplished very little. Let's go on our little solo thingy. Honest, navigating, untrained. Laying within a paw's reach of the medicine den, an herb emits a strange scent you've never smelled before. A wave of curiosity compels you to investigate. So in terms of this, for this one I'm going to proceed. Um, Honest and navigating, it doesn't really say one way or the other. But in future times when we get this one, I'm probably going to do not proceed. Um, so like this is a teaching moment where she learns, oh, you're not supposed to mess with strange stuff. As you approach the herb, you sneeze loudly, alerting the medicine cat, who scolds you for wandering too close to their den. Yeah. So see, she's getting scolded, which is like a learning moment of like, oh, well, I guess I'm not supposed to do that. Because kids don't know. You have to tell kids what they can and cannot do. Okay, Spring Lion, you're taking the apprentice once more. And negotiators are going to go on a 3-person patrol, random patrol type. As the patrol gathers together to train under Spring Lion's leadership, Primpoth admits they think they had a vision from StarClan last night. Aloof, nervous, and meek. Yeah, I'm going to proceed. So what that is. The patrol talks to them about whether it was a real vision as they train. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Especially when with young cats having such active, like, imaginations. Let's get rid of the medicine cats so that I can randomize patrols. Oh, I totally did not read that. My gosh. Okay. I meant to read that. My entire head blanked for a moment. With the snows of Leaf Bear nearly vanished, New Leaf winning its place in the seasonal cycle, Fog Echo heads out to gather daisy leaves. Daisies may seem like part of the everyday carpet of greenery, present everywhere from rocks to fields to nestled at the foot of trees, But that doesn't make their leaves any less useful. Daisy was gathered. We're going to randomize 2 cats. Go on a random patrol. Primrose leaves suggest they might be a good chance to practice teamwork with Chiflicker. Nervous and cold. Proceed. Primrose Leaf isn't a competent cat, but that's why training with Chiflicker is so nice. There's no pressure. That's cute. Yay, friendship. No, you two honkies. Shivering Star wanders past an old badger set in the roots of a hazelnut tree, only to freeze. There's a new scent here. Acidic and sour. Speaking, tracking, singing, fishing, flamboyant, and charismatic. Yeah, they're gonna proceed because they're weirdos. Please don't die. Calling the rest of the patrol over, the cats discuss their next move. If a badger has moved in, they need to confirm it, but how? Shivering Star comes up with a plan, stuffing bushes into the mouth of the set. The cats will be able to come back tomorrow to see if anything has shoved them out of the way. So at least Shivering Star is, like, not dumb. And he did not die. I mean, to be fair, I would prefer Shivering Star to lose alive to, Ripple Whisker, like, getting hurt. You need to get better so that you can train this guy. Okay? Get better. And then Nutkit is also going to become an apprentice this next time I skip. In terms of... Why are you in the medicine cat den, child? In terms of mentors, the only time I'm going to... Oh my god. She's bothering Shivering Star. The only time I'm going to change a cat is if A, they have 2 apprentices, because that happens sometimes. If they have 2 apprentices, but there's still viable options, then one of the apprentices is going to be moved over to one of the other viable options. Or if it's Shivering Star, and there's other people who can take them. Shivering Star is already the leader, so I want to limit how many apprentices he gets. Like, if there's nobody else and Shivering Star takes on apprentice, okay. But if Shivering Star takes an apprentice, but then Spring Lion is, like, apprenticeless, then yeah, Spring Lion's getting that apprentice instead of Shivering Star. Just to kind of... Because realistically, after they become leaders don't really take on apprentices all that much, like in the original books. So I feel like there's no real reason the leaders should have an apprentice unless it's like, oh, I'm going to keep an eye on this one type of thing. So far, that has not happened here. So, we have, let's see. So unless one of, yeah. So we have enough warrior / deputy to where it shouldn't be a problem now, but in the future, just kind of a thing to remember. Okay, it's time skip once more. You pretend to collapse in front of the medicine den to get Fog Echo's attention, pleased when they rush over to you and concerned. Do not fake illness. With the additional focus of the clan, 6 herbs were gathered. Yay. Nutkit no longer has a running nose. Condor Shimmer's torn pelt has healed. Hornet Kit caught Nutkit complaining about them behind their back. Ripple Whisker has a friendly chat with Hornet Kit that leaves them both feeling happy. Chai Flicker spends some time with Hornet Kit, and they both end up understanding each other a little better. That's cute. With a heart full of compassion, Nutpaw sees the importance of the next generation and decides to dedicate their life to the well-being of the clan's kids. Okay. So Nutpaw is a Queen's Apprentice. She doesn't really have a mentor, so I don't know how long this is gonna take. I feel kind of bad. Anyway, is picking up lullabies and tales to soothe restless kids. She's very pretty. She looks, at least on my screen, she kind of looks like a little lavender and gold kit. Like a lavender gray color. So, let's go with play fighting. Because if I remember right, Ravenkit said avid play fighter, but I could be thinking of someone else. Ravenkit cries and buries himself in the nest after losing in a play fight. -1 courage. Ha. Yeah, I think I got that wrong. No, it's oddly observant. Where did I get? Maybe it was when I was looking through kits to choose where I saw that. Is a bit cross with Hornet Kit. They are a child. Wants to get to know Condor Shimmer better. Stays composed when treating a severe injury. Is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Is offering young cats their experience on perplexing situations. Is grooming their already silky soft coat. Is humming a catchy tune. Turns away without saying a word when a clanmate vents to them. Same. Is playing a prank on Pear Nest. Takes time to play with Beetlekit in between training sessions. Is picking lullabies to soothe restless kits. Wouldn't hurt a fly. Is showing off their toe beans. Oh my god. Cats are so cute. Is hatching a plan to sneak out of camp and play. Catches Hornet Kit climbing a bit too high. Hornet Kit, Hornet Kit, Hornet Kit. Look at this feather Primpaw brought me. It's so pretty. And it came from a real live bird out in the territory. I can't wait until I get out and explore the territory myself. Then I can have all the feathers I want. I hate making my voice do that. Ow. Is hatching a plan to sneak out of camp. Let's see. Hornet Kit, hi. Do you want to race with me? What do you mean I don't like this game? I mean, I don't, but I like spending time with you way more. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. This is not how siblings act, by the way. If you think that's how siblings act, you are wrong. Ravenkit is rolling around in the sunshine. So that's all you're doing, Ravenkit. I keep trying to say quit. Ugh. Hello, Hornet Kit. How are you today? Did you go to bed at a good hour last night? Come on, let's get some breakfast while you tell me about your plans today, alright? I'm sure they're going to be amazing. I just wanted to get a better look. She is really pretty. I've never seen a real cat like that, but it looks like she's wearing a little pants. And I love it. Oh, and she's going to be long-furred. I wonder what sprite she's going to get. Take a peek at the medicine den. Oh yeah, we're good and stocked. Well, not good and stocked, but we've got at least something. I think I'm going to leave it on the herbs until leaf fall, and then maybe change it to prey for a few moons. But that depends on how much prey we have. Yeah, we have a good amount, so maybe I will just leave it on herbs for the time being. Let's go on our little solo patrol, little kitten solo patrol, or whatever they do. As you bat at a small leaf around Cap, you are alerted by paw steps coming from the cat camp interest. The hunting patrol has returned, their jaws laden with prey. You abandon the leaf in an instant and start bouncing around the patrol, asking a flurry of questions. How did they catch the prey? Was it difficult? Your excitement evaporates as the patrol leader snaps at you, saying that they don't have time to answer your questions. Dude, that is not how you take care of a baby. Like, I get it, kids are annoying, you're not supposed to yell at them. Like, especially when they're just asking questions. Yeah, it gets annoying, but okay, seriously, I thought your pelt healed. Spring Lion takes Primpaw out of camp to gather moss. No matter how patiently Spring Lion tries to teach Primpaw how to firmly but gently gather the shreds of moss, they don't seem to be paying any attention. Frustrated with them, Spring Lion decides to have a talk with the leader upon their return to camp. Ooh, Primpaw's in trouble. See, that's how you deal with a cat. You get annoyed, but you have to keep your, well, not cat, a kid. You get annoyed, you have to keep your temper and explain to them why what they're doing is wrong. They're people, they're not, like, yeah, these are cats, but in this instance, they're cats with human intelligence. So, try to keep your temper. You sit them down and explain, hey, you're not supposed to do this because of this, this, this. That's how you deal with children. Treat them like actual people. Greenleaf encourages the oak to reach its full potential. Wide and towering, and Pearnest goes to collect and harvest of its leaves. The shade of the oak tree makes the ground beneath it cool and bodes well for harvesting its leaves. Oak leaves was gathered. Fog Echo has finally put enough time aside to go search for time. Huh. Fog Echo has no time and no time. They're forced to give up on the search for today. While walking along the border, the patrol notices a Stork Clan patrol renewing their scent marks up ahead. Lore-keeping, speaking, tracking, swimming, meek, flamboyant, and cold. Well, we're not going to antagonize them, so. When the two patrols get closer to each other, the patrol leader from Stork Clan gives Shivering Star a respectful nod, which they return. The patrol refocuses on their tasks without stopping for a conversation, but a feeling of mutual respect has been fostered. Relations with Stork Clan have improved. These guys get paired up a fair bit, like on patrols. It's cool because they're like best friends. The patrol hears a distant howling and wonders whether to investigate the noise. Charismatic, nervous, advising, swimming, singing, and fishing. Well, I guess we're gonna proceed. The patrol tracks the noise and discovers a wolf eating from its kill. This is a predator they cannot fight, and there may be more wolves nearby. The patrol decides to return to camp and report the intruder to the leader. Perhaps they can return later to take what little fresh kill is left behind. Okey-doke. Ready to go on to the third moon. Well, fourth moon. Third moon of being alive. Fawn Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will be sick/hurt for longer and have a higher chance of dying. The camp is too stuffy. You wonder what it's like to run across Fawn Clan territory. 3 herbs were gathered. Look at health since they said we don't have. Yeah. Condor Shimmer, you're finally not injured. Oh yeah, it was infected. I totally forgot it was infected. That's why it took so long. Pear Nest misstepped and slipped from a rock, dislocating a joint. Lovely. Hornet Kit sticks their tongue out at Nutpaw. Heather Jumble thinks Hornet Kit was nice to them today. Beetle Kit, Shivering Star, and Hornet Kit have a sunbath and had a small talk. Neutral effect. Kit's playing in the Hornet Kit is playing in the apprentice's den. I think Raven Kit, yeah, next moon Raven Kit is going to become an apprentice. Almost got lost in her two-leg nest. Is wondering if they would be a good swimmer. Is spending a considerable amount of time grooming. Is eavesdropping on Primrose Leaf. What did she do to you? Feels like there are ants prickling their pelt. Has a nightmare involving a two-leg trap. Isn't afraid to voice their opinions. I thought they said they healed. So I guess just the infection was healed. Yawns when a clanmate dropped a plump prey at their paws. Is playing a prank on Hornet Kit. Why are you playing pranks on babies? Is thinking about the time they caught a huge rabbit. Is understanding the significance of early clan teaching for kits. Is giving Hornet Kit their favorite moss ball to feel better. Is asking the medicine cat about Star Clan. Is annoying older cats. Is telling Beetle Kit all the things they'll do when they earn their warrior name. We're going to go with storytelling, and for the sake of this, we're going to choose Hornet Kit. Nutpaw tells a story about the struggle of Leaf Bear, but Hornet Kit seems disinterested and dismissive of the struggles depicted. -1 compassion. Eh. I think that matches up very well, is understanding the significance of teaching, of early clan teaching for kits, and then telling them about Leaf Bear struggles. Oh, Hornet Kit, just the cat I've been looking for. Thicket Kit made a gift for you, and they wanted me to bring it to you. It's a small stone with berry juice hastily splattered onto it. Truly artistic. These kits are so adorable. Like, all of them are cute. Hornet Kit, wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, you gotta come outside. Big Paw promised that I won't tell anyone. Look at all the fireflies. I thought the stars had come to say hi to us at first, but then I saw them and I knew you had to see it too. They're so wonderful, just like you. Aww. I hope they're best friends when they're older. Like, there's only like a 3 moon difference between them. Or no, a 2 moon difference between them. So I hope they're, like, friends. We haven't looked at these relationships in a while. Dislikes Nutpaw. Dislikes Thicket Kit. How can you hate your own sister? Well, never mind. I get it. Hornet, family means forever, right? We're always going to be together. We're not gonna turn out like those siblings that fight all the time and stop thinking about each other, are we? So here's the thing, Hornet Kit is very honest. So I feel like she would say anything is possible, especially considering she does not like the Kit Kit very much. So against my better judgment, we're going to go, well, anything is possible. What? Do you really mean that, do you? What would ever happen to make me stop liking you? Oh, honey. Family's complicated. Is telling Beetle Kit all the things they'll do when they earn their warrior name. I decided that I'm going to be the greatest Fawn Clan cat ever. I'm going to work super hard and not break any of the rules and Thicket Kit is literally bouncing around with excitement as they talk about their plans. These kids are too cute. Yeah, Thicket Kit doesn't have very high like for either of her siblings. Yeah, and Beetle Kit straight up dislikes Thicket Kit. Like, there's not any platonic like there. Meanwhile, Hornet Kit really likes Beetle Kit and likes Thicket Kit, but also dislikes them and is jealous of them. So, that's literally just how family is sometimes. It sucks. Oh, wait. Shoot. As the moon casts a soft glow over the nursery, a moth flutters its delicate wings, drawing your attention. Its erratic dance captivates you, igniting a challenge within you. Navigating and honest, so we're going to proceed. Like a mini warrior, you spring into action, your eyes locked on the fluttering target. A swift leap and a careful pounce later, you have the moth gently pinned under your paws. The other kits stare at you, their eyes wide with admiration. Yeah, I think Hornet Kit is leaning towards warrior, but I still want you guys to comment what you think I should make her. Part of me kind of just wants to make Spring Lion Primpaw's actual mentor, but at the same time, I really don't want to change anything. Running, innovating, efficient, nervous, aloof. Primpaw spots a rabbit up ahead, but it seems to be acting strange. The patrol can see its tremors from a few fox lengths away. This doesn't really say anything, but then Primpaw is also nervous, so I wonder if he'd mention it, and as the deputy spring lion, might just be like, yeah, no. So I'm gonna do not proceed. Primpaw avoids catching the rabbit and looks for other prey. Especially with her nervous trait, I feel like she just would not want to chance it. And then as the deputy, he'd be like, no. So, Fog Echo is on a mission to find Lugwort now that Greenleaf is here. As the only reliable cure for yellow cough, they're determined that Fawn Clan stock up on it. Fog Echo searches until their paw pads are sore and their muscles exhausted, but can't find Lungwort anywhere. They return to camp disappointed, but determined to try again. It's simply too important not to keep a good supply of. Fog Echo got sore. So at least Fog Echo is like determined to be a good medicine cat. The patrol tracks the scent of a large dog along the edge of clan territory, advising, swimming, singing, fishing, speaking, tracking, nervous, charismatic, and flamboyant. We're going to proceed. The patrol gathers their courage and valiantly tries to lead away the dog. With such a small group of cats, they can only lead it a short distance, but it's better than nothing. Again, love the art. That is so pretty. The patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, just barely intelligible over the sound of a monster speeding away. Meek and cold. So, even though I don't want to do this, considering Triflicker is the patrol leader, he's the one that's cold, I believe. And Heather Jumble is meek. So while Heather Jumble would proceed, as a cold cat, I don't think Triflicker would. So we're going to do not proceed. Triflicker decides it's none of their business and resumes their patrol. So even though I would have loved to possibly get a new cat, Triflicker is cold. Yeah. And I feel like he would just, yeah, it would not be their business. And that would be like the end of it. So it sucks. I really wish we could have gotten another cat, but possibly another cat, because those sometimes work out, sometimes don't. Fawn Clan does not have enough healthy medicine cats. Cats will get sick, hurt for longer, have a higher chance of dying. I am aware. I'm not changing anything. You watch as Springline organizes a patrol, hoping one day that you'll be a part of one. You follow the warriors with your eyes as they leave for a patrol. You can't wait for your turn to explore beyond the camp. You spend the day in the nursery, terrified of your newest discovery. You stare at the ground, eyes wide. Why does this happen? Why did your body do this? Where did your legs go? Why do they disappear whenever you sit down? Oh my god, that's so cute. Despite the additional focus of the clan, no herbs could be gathered. Primpaw wasn't looking where they were going and tripped over a small trunk, but came out of it with only their pride bruised. Good. Fog Echo is no longer sore. Fog Echo has gotten heat exhaustion, probably for looking for more lungwort. Ripple Whisker has gotten heat exhaustion. Ratbite is healed, but they always carry evidence of the incident on their pelt. So finally, you can take care of your apprentice. Hornet Kit thinks Condor Shimmer isn't very considerate of others. Ravenpaw thinks Hornet Kit has a strange sense of humor. Primrose Leaf thinks the prey Hornet Kit is biting into on the other side of camp looks delicious. Condor Shimmer is complaining that Hornet Kit never does anything helpful. People do not like Hornet Kit. Like, this is a baby. Why are you being mean to a baby? Well, I guess she is almost 6 months, but still. Shivering Star calls a meeting. They have been watching Raven Kit for a while now and have decided to mentor them personally. Ravenpaw's eyes shine with pride. Yeah, like I said, we're changing that. I'm going to give it to the deputy since the deputy has been taking care of he has been taking care of Primpaw, but does not technically have a mentor of his own, especially since Condor Shimmer is now healed and he can take over Primpaw. During the breezy afternoon, a cluster of leaves caught in a spider's web catches your attention. You notice the intricate pattern and consider trying to recreate it with sticks and moss. You try, but the materials refuse to cooperate. Your attempts result in a tangled mess of sticks and moss. Nonetheless, you learn something about patience and precision. So cute. I've never gotten this one before. And this art is, again, so gorgeous. These people are so skilled. Giving others their insightful knowledge. Knows Beetlekit will make a great clanmate someday. Is checking up on the warriors. Is drying some herbs. Has been resting beside was seen resting beside Condor Shimmer. Is sharpening their claws. Is batting at their tail. Is eavesdropping on Thicket Kit. You're the spy, right? What secrets do you think you can gather from a baby? Is playing moss ball with Beetlekit. Is giving some advice to Primrose Leaf. Is having a very strange dream. Is learning the subtle art of comforting upset kits. Is hiding from other cats. Plucks feathers from a fresh-killed bird to add to nests. Is crying after roughhousing too hard with the older cats. Hi, Hornet Kit. Want to play pretend with me? Okay, my character is Golden Star, the leader of the clan. You will be Storm Shadow, the mysterious medicine cat with a tragic past. The clan was founded hundreds of moons ago by a group of cats escaping from their sworn enemy, the Wolf Tribe. Now, they must repay a karmic debt to Star Clan in order to. You ask Thicket when they're going to be done explaining so you can finally start playing. But the explaining is like the funnest part. Yeah, when you're the one explaining. Shivering Star said you weren't taking enough breaks. Why? Can we be friends? 'Cause if we're friends, then you're gonna have to take breaks to play with me. Beetlekit is a gem, and if anything happens to her, I'm rioting. We will start the purge. Okay. Since it said he was sore from play fighting, we're going to do like a little play fighting thing. Thicket Kit shows an impressive strategic mind when facing Nutpaw in a play fight, their skills nearly rivaling an apprentice. Intelligence. I got this once on a 1 moon old kit, and I was terrified. Stay close to your mentor once you're an apprentice. Fawn Clan's territory spans thousands of tail lengths. It's easy to get lost if you wander too far. Want to see me sneak past the elders den without them noticing? We don't have elders. It's all in the paws. Watch and learn. Haha, did you see that? They didn't even blink. Sweetie pie. We don't have elders. Let's see. Time to check the relationships. Heather Jumble, Pear Nest. Yep. So I'm going with those two really are just like best friends who wanted to have kids. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. Busy, maybe Beetlekit can help you. Yeah, that was an accident. I did not mean to talk to you. I meant to go to relationships. Romantic on Spring Lion. That's interesting. So yeah, Primrose Leaf and Ripple Whisker are simply best friends. Maybe Primrose Leaf wanted to have a kid because she's a senior adult. She was worried she wouldn't be able to, maybe. And since they're best friends, Ripple Whisker agreed to father that kid. So, especially since he obviously adores kittens, he was just like, oh yeah, I'll help you take care of them. we have a bi icon. Or technically, he could be pan, but for now, he's a bicon. Yeah. Springland is kind of one of my favorite characters at this point. And not just because White Lion. We're going to take Ravenpaw out on their first training patrol. Out in the forest, Spring Lion asks Ravenpaw if they know why FawnClan chooses to live in the woods under the canopy rather than any other environment. Because fallen tree branches look like antlers. That's the only reason I chose this area. Their ancestors lived in a sheltered redwood grove, and it protected them from elements and fed their prey and kept their kits dry. Spring Lion explains. But one day, Two Legs destroyed their home with fire and monsters, and the cats of the clan scattered. Some, after many trials, founded FawnClan and chose a place that seemed familiar and safe. That's honestly really sad and really interesting that he was telling her about this bit of clan lore that I had no clue about. You're going to do some actual training with your actual apprentice for once. Congratulations, Primpaw. Condor Shimmer suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Primpaw. Probably just to see, like, where Spring Lion got her in terms of it. Unfortunately, neither cat steps up to teach. It makes everything feel awkward and like a waste of time. The cats give up and return to camp a little irritated. Condor Shimmer, you are the mentor. It is your job to teach this baby child. I guess maybe she feels a bit weird because of just almost immediately he was in the medicine den when she became his apprentice, so maybe it just feels awkward. Shivering Star suggests they might make a good chance to practice teamwork with Primrose Leaf. I think I forgot to set it to random patrol. Both cats have a nice practice session, and their trust and coordination with each other grows stronger. Yeah, I did. That was an accident. While on patrol, Heather Jumble notices some suspicious paw prints in the mud beneath the canopy. I'm going to check it out. Following the trail with their nose to the ground, Heather Jumble doesn't see the blow coming. They haul themselves to their feet, spitting with outrage, but the rogue that did it has already turned and ran. Got a torn pelt. Great. Yeah, because Primpaw is already 10 moons into her apprenticeship. And it probably feels weird since Stag Lion was her mentor for like that entire time. And now we've got Condor Shimmer finally getting into it, so it probably just feels weird for like both of them. Okay, one more moon. I'm pretty much gonna end this when she's about to become a warrior. I mean, an apprentice, so that you guys can say what you think. I think she'll become a warrior apprentice. That's what she's giving me, but who knows? You spent the day in the nursery, terrified of your newest discovery. You stare at the ground, eyes wide. Why does this happen? Where does your body do this? Where did your legs go? Why do they disappear whenever you sit down? Happened again. Honey, that's just how cats are. They become puddles. You sneak into the warrior's den only to be chased out by Heather Jumble. You play hide and seek with Beetlekit and you find such a good hiding spot that the clan starts to worry you've gone missing. When you spring out of your spot, you're scolded despite insisting it was Beetlekit's idea to play hide and seek. When Thicket Kit calls you a mean name, you take it in stride, proudly declaring it your new nickname. Hornet Kit gives uh I know what words I want to use, but I don't really want to cuss. Like little butthead energy, I guess. Like she takes everything in stride. But yeah, Thicket Kit's kind of seems like the problem child, I guess you could say, which is sad because they are babies, so I don't really want to call them the problem child since that has really like negative connotations. But at the same time, they're like always up to something. 6 herbs were gathered. Pear Nest tries to convince Heather Jumble to run away with them. This is why you were kicked out of your last clan. Nutpaw speaks to Primwing about the best way to teach kids about the warrior code. Oh, so Primpaw got their warrior name. That's cool. I will need to check on these two. So there is a little bit of romantic interest there. Yeah. Do you have a crush on everyone, girly pop? Fog Echo has recovered from heat exhaustion. Pear Nest has recovered from their dislocated joint. Ripple Whisker has recovered from heat exhaustion. Heather Jumble's pelt is no longer torn. Hornet is always happy to be around Heather Jumble. Fog Echo is happy to run into Hornet Kit today. Ripple Whisker is happy to run into Hornet Kit today. Chai Flicker thinks Hornet Kit was nice to them today. So Hornet Kit's been on their best behavior, even though they're totally a little butthead, and I love it. Shivering Star stands above the clan and proclaims Primpaw shall now be known as Primwing, honoring their loyalty. I don't know how a wing is linked to loyalty, but who am I to disagree? Pet, 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 pet. Oh yeah, you can really see that mottled look now, or marbled look. Little cyclones. Blue, blue, blue. Finds a trinket that one of the kits had lost. Wonders how Beetle Kid is doing. Is eavesdropping on Fog Echo. Is thinking about taking on a new apprentice. Oh! So maybe Fog Echo found out that Pear Nest wanted to run away. And is like, okay, well, I need a new apprentice, so I'm not doing this alone. We can barely cover what we have now. Worried about Hornet Kit. Hornet Kit, what did you do? Is a bit cross with Beetle Kit. What did the kits do? Was this about the hide and seek thing? Because that's kind of hilarious. Complains that dogs have zero manners. Coming from a dog whisperer? That is hilarious. Like, what did they do? I want to know. Wants to spend their time alone today. Yeah, right. You want to go to, I think it was Drift Clan? Yeah. You want to go to Drift Clan and tell them all of Fawn Clan's secrets. Me. Wonders how Ravenpaw's doing. Is hoping Spring Lion won't assign them to the next patrol. Is feeling lazy. Is soaking up knowledge about nurturing kits. Knows Beetlecit will make a great clanmate someday. Wants to help others. Corrects Prim Wing on something trivial. When can I get out of this boring old camp already? I want to go out and catch all of the mouses and defend our territory from Stinky Drift Clan. Considering it's Thicket Kit, Hornet Kit's probably going to say it's mice. Oh, okay. Mices. Thicket Kit, honey, no. You see Beetlecit looking at the stars, trying to count them all. You gotta make sure every single star is seen. Or I gotta make sure every single star is seen. Again, Beetlecit is a darling. I will be sad if anything ever happens to her. I think Beetlecit's the only one she hasn't played with yet. You tell story. Nutpaw shares a story about forgiveness between rival warring clans, and Beetlecit takes the moral of the tale to heart. That makes sense because Beetlecit is a little baby and I love her. Oh, be careful near the brambles, dear Kit. It's easy to get hurt. Sincere, active imagination enjoys digging. Oblivious, oddly observant, and dozes easily. How can you be oblivious and oddly observant? Nervous, visionary thinker, fast runner. I can't wait until we get to see Primwing's adult version. I'm also wondering if maybe Condor Shimmer was like, okay, let's just make her a warrior now, since I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sure it'll work out. You find a shiny pebble near the small bubbling stream that runs through camp. She's good at navigating, so I feel like maybe it should be fine. You attempt to pick up the pebble, but it slips from your grasp and rolls back down into the stream. Oh, I thought she was gonna fall in, because I've never gotten this one before. I thought maybe she was gonna fall in. Look at that water. It's all swimming. We've got our medicine cats back, so we're going to send them on patrol since they missed last year. As the oaks are washed with brilliant color, Fog Echo heads out on a patrol to gather the last green leaves. The trees Fog Echo finds don't look particularly safe to climb, and Fog Echo is forced to give up on the idea of oak leaf gathering for today. So I wonder how green oak leaves are different from the orange ones or yellow. Like I'm wondering like what properties make it different. The oak leaves washed, heads to a patrol, gather the last of the green leaves. As a basic infection preventing herb. Oh, it just tells me. Oak leaves are useful for nearly all of the various scrapes, cuts, and injuries Paranest sees in the medicine den. They're always happy to bring a good crop of them back to the herb stores. So that's what they're good for. I'm still wondering just like about the difference. Oak leaves were gathered. You're going to take a Ravenpaw and one other random cat to go on patrol. The patrol finds a loner who is interested in joining the clan. They banter with the cat a bit, making them feel more welcome. Aloof, oblivious, and charismatic. I feel like he would convince these two, like, hey, we need more cats. So proceed. The patrol doesn't have to do much convincing. The loner seems happy to join the clan. Frostpath joined the clan. I wonder what Frostpath looks like. Okay, well, your name does not match how you look, but you know, I'm here for it. Eyes glowing with the last rays of the sunset, a small hunting party heads out into the gathering dusk. Shivering Star tries to show off, but it screws up the coordination of the entire patrol. Wonderful. Great job, Shivering Star. Okay. Chai Flickered was definitely the one that said wonderful, great job. Because, yeah, he seems like sarcastic like that. As the patrol is checking out the borderlines, they hear an odd sound coming from a nearby bush. Nervous and daring, Primrose Leaf would probably try not to approach it, but then Frostpath would do it anyway. Frostpath drops down into a hunting crouch, certain that a mouse must be the source of the noise. They find themselves to be correct when they pounce onto the bush and return to the patrol with the tasty morsel dangling from their jaws. A small amount of prey was brought back to camp. And then these two. Condor Shimmer suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Heather Jumble. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. Okay, so when I time skip this next time, they're going to be she's going to be ready to become a apprentice. And I do want your guys' input on if she should be a warrior, a mediator, a queen, or a medicine cat. So I want your input on that part. To me, she seems like warrior material, but I want other people's input on it. Um, if you liked this video and me rambling for almost 2 hours about cats and being a weirdo, then please subscribe. I don't have any fancy material. I'm literally recording this just using my laptop. And I'm only really doing this because I'm bored. There's not. So if you're interested in keeping up with Hornet Kit and me doing this when I'm bored, then subscribe or like or whatever. Either way, I'm probably going to just. I don't have a schedule or anything. Like I said, this is pretty much just when I'm bored and have nothing else to do for the day. But, yeah, bye.